It's a dream chased by thousands of Brits each year.
It's a wonderful way of life.
Heading to Europe to set up new lives and businesses in the sun.
Get it!
They're seduced by gorgeous scenery.
It's a beautiful place to live, it really, really is.
Year-round sun and a better, cheaper way of life.
I wonder what the temperature is chocolate today.
But how easy is it to turn the dream into a reality?
This is like the final frontier.
In this series, we follow the expats as they say goodbye Blighty.
There's no reason for me to go back to the UK. I have nothing there.
And begin their new lives.
What could possibly go wrong now?
Setting up bars and restaurants in Spain.
I know, it ain't rocket science.
Gîtes and B&Bs in France.
Voila!
When nothing is ever as simple as it sounds.
We're starting to get sleepless nights because you're starting to get worried.
It's great. What more could I want?
On today's show,
Don't panic, Mr. Mannering, don't panic!
a pair of Brits find themselves all at sea.
I've never been out in a boat when it's broke down, ever. Never.
But is the pressure of their new business getting too much?
2 Valium and a glass of white wine, please.
The couple with a dream of running a French B&B and restaurant.
We've never had a full hotel plus a full service before.
Hit their busiest night yet.
I don't know how to do both.
And a bar on the Costa Blanca drafts in some extra help.
Mandy is a fun, energetic, fireball, opinionated little firecracker.
But a feather's about to be ruffled.
Could be the doghouse for when Stevie doesn't perform properly.
The Dordogne in southwest France. Home of world-class cuisine. Acres upon acres of rich, fertile soils produce fresh organic vegetables, including the famous cep mushroom. And there are more walnut trees here than anywhere else in Western Europe. For foodies Joe Gell and Alice Barnett, it's the ideal place to launch a top-class restaurant.
Go to this market and go to this trader and buy that. That's exciting. It's not like going to, a big supermarket chain. Nothing here has a carbon footprint, it literally is picked from the garden down the road, comes to a market store and then comes to my table. And pretty much nothing's more than like 2-3 days old.
Joe and Alice have been running their new restaurant, À Table, since Easter, and their cuisine is hitting all the right notes.
Very creative, very, very tasty, different flavours. Really, really good idea.
As well as a restaurant, they're also running a B&B, and now, a month after opening, they're facing their biggest challenge yet, as both the restaurant and accommodation are fully booked.
This is brand new to us, this stuff. We've never had a full hotel plus a full service before, and I've never done breakfast and lunch. So we have no idea what to do or how it's going to go.
I can't remember what I'm doing.
You can never remember what you're doing.
No, but you know when you're doing a breakfast followed by lunch?
No, because we've never done it before.
Absolutely.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
It's first thing in the morning. The couple have to make breakfast for a house full of guests before changing over the rooms ready for their next customers. And that's before they've even thought about lunch.
We have all of our customers. Some of them are checking out, some of them are checking in. And we need to do a very, very long Sunday lunch service at the same time. But we haven't got our heads around doing breakfast yet. I'm kind of looking at the clock going, I don't know how to do both.
With the washing up from a successful service still to do as well.
Got no plates, no cutlery. So we're going to serve breakfast in hands today.
They're beginning to realise they may have overstretched themselves.
This morning we're doing a continental buffet breakfast. I've also got 6 people wanting a cooked breakfast. So we offer a cooked breakfast on a Sunday and we try and do lunch as well.
It's a big mistake.
In the future it's a mistake.
Out front, everything is ready.
I'm set. The table's set.
But the pressure is starting to show.
I'm going to set my tables and I'm kind of going, right, okay, lamb, let's put mint sauce out and this out and the other.
Don't put mint sauce out with breakfast.
With the croissants. No mint sauce with the croissants.
It's now 8:30 and the B&B guests have yet to emerge, meaning lunch could take a hit.
Today's absolutely crazy. I mean, normally I start at 6 in the morning just to do Sunday lunch, and I've done no prep at all really for Sunday lunch, so the people are going to arrive at 1 o'clock. If they get food, they're going to feel lucky. I love running a restaurant, and that's all fine, and cooking for people is all fine, but actually having people staying and then trying to direct what they have to do at any given moment, I find really, really uncomfortable.
And they've no idea when they'll be serving those final breakfasts.
Breakfast is between 8 and 10, but we have guests that didn't come in till about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, so we just accommodate people, and we're a little bit, possibly a little bit too accommodating. Because if people are down here at 10 having breakfast, they're not going to be done till 12, and then we've got people arriving for lunch, so we might have a tiny bit of a flashpoint there. It's 20 to 10. We've got to finish breakfast at some point because I can't be cooking breakfast and cooking Sunday lunch. What does one do?
I don't know. Go back on the door and go, wake up.
By 10:30, the guests still haven't surfaced. Joe has no option but to start on the lunch of roast beef and seasonal vegetables.
We're way beyond our actual breakfast time, although I'm not sure anyone actually told them that was actual breakfast time, so...
But on the plus side, pot washer Henry is reporting for duty. And then finally, just 2 hours before Sunday lunch, the B&B guests arrive for breakfast.
Henry, roasting trays, please.
At last, there's some good news for Joe. Fry-ups are off the menu.
We're doing all right because people were so hungover they couldn't eat, so we've done less breakfast than we anticipated.
But with the lunch guests now arriving, can they get all the food out on time?
Mainly because the breakfast really overran by such a ludicrous amount. My lunch service is maybe a little behind. Right, I have customers.
And these B&B rookies are back to doing what they know best.
Right, we need to get this gravy out. Okay. Well, we've got people that have came in at 12:30 and it's now 1:30 and they still not had their mains, so it's really important that we get their mains out. Lovely.
As the final dessert orders leave the kitchen, Joe and Alice have somehow managed to pull off another successful service.
The day's been absolutely bloody awful, but brilliant as well. When we came in this morning, it was just like there was so much work to do. But luckily, we've got an amazing team. Without them, it would have been bad.
After a long, hot shift in the kitchen...
All right, going in.
Time for a cool down. Summer bookings are now coming in thick and fast. That's good for the bank balance, but means Joe and Alice need to enjoy the sunshine when they can.
Oh, it's nice in here.
Andalusia, a region of southern Spain that has managed to retain much of its Pueblo charm. Towns and villages are dotted with whitewashed houses and tavernas, and meandering cobbled streets make you feel like you're stepping back in time. The coastal town of Estona is no different. And to add to all that character, there's a stunning traditional marina, a base for yachts and boats of all shapes and sizes. And it's here where expats Jerry Ferguson and Heather Walker are planning to set up a dream business on the Med.
There's no stress. The Spaniards have got a fantastic expression, don't sweat the small stuff. It's not worth it. Life is for living, so get on the water. I love the people. The Spanish people are like Expat, they're like the Irish, Scots and the Welsh. They like a good night out, they like good food, they'll have a drink, they'll have a laugh, they'll have a sing-song.
I love Spain. I love the food. When I went back home again, it was the first thing that I smelled was a chip shop. You come over here, the first thing you smell if you go anywhere is either fresh air, flowers, or garlic.
Jerry and Heather left Glasgow behind to move to Estepona for a new life in the sun. And they've just started running their own fishing charter company. For lifelong fisherman Jerry, this is a dream come true, but Heather's still getting used to being behind the wheel.
It's not as easy as driving a car. You're on a flat surface, the road doesn't move. Here it's constantly pushing you all over the place.
Yeah, the wind catches it too.
Yeah, the wind catches it. You're all over the place.
Heather's skippering lessons start today. It's one of the first fishing trips of the summer, and the couple are welcoming 3 Welsh holidaymakers aboard.
Come on, the Welsh.
But Jerry knows this day isn't just about fishing.
People that mess about in boats are all of the same ilk. They've got the same attitude. They want to have fun, have a couple of beers. If they catch a fish, that's a bonus.
Jerry and Heather charge €80 per person, which they split 50-50 with the owner of the boat. For that, the customers get a 4-hour fishing trip in temperatures that can reach 40 degrees. They're also treated to complimentary drinks and snacks.
Anybody want a bit of sushi?
Although this could be the only fish anyone sees today, as the customer's track record isn't good.
These guys have been to Barbados, the Bahamas, Jamaica, Cayman Islands.
Right.
Never caught anything.
Never caught anything.
Never caught anything. Didn't even see a fish. So the only time they saw a fish was in the supermarket or the restaurant.
All right, okay.
But Jerry is determined to bring about a change of fortune for the Welshmen, and in the process gather some great reviews to bring in more customers.
They're expecting one of the busiest times in the Costa del Sol this year because the pound is so strong. We just need to try and catch whatever business is out there.
The pressure to attract customers is huge. The owner of the boat is allowing Jerry to use it as often as he likes, but only if Jerry guarantees at least 150 paying customers during the summer.
The boat's got to clear at least, I think, about €30,000 a year just to break even.
An hour into the trip, and there hasn't even been a bite, but charmer Jerry knows how to keep his customers entertained.
He got that cigar for just getting on the boat, because as you can see,
This guy knows a winner.
the diet is not working.
Jerry's a very colourful character, shall I say. Very colourful, always there to help somebody.
Keep holding that in, that's the stuff.
He always likes to make people laugh. He has an opinion on everything. He loves to shout at the telly and tell them all that they're doing everything wrong.
We've never went out and not caught fish. If we don't catch fish, it's down to your Welsh bad luck. You can cut the engines.
Experienced fisherman Jerry decides to move the boat 2 miles further away from the coast.
And the eagle has landed.
If the fish ain't biting, I can't do much about that. I hope the Welsh haven't brought us bad luck. We're going to hoist the Welsh dragon here to try and give us a bit of good luck.
And his tactics look to be paying off.
Give me a hand on it.
OK, I'll get you.
I'll put something on there.
Yeah, there's something there.
Oh my God!
Good God! It's an octopus.
Although the octopus escapes,
Oh, back in the water.
the fishermen have finally had a bit of excitement.
I just felt the rod was
Got a lot bit heavier.
a lot heavier, but I was getting weaker under the two anyway.
And the fish just keep on coming.
La Rania. See the spines coming up the back? You see that? That's these 3 spines here. Very, very dangerous fish.
Red snapper.
And the caught one yesterday was that side. Just as we were bringing it over, it managed to wriggle off.
After 2 hours, Jerry and Heather head back to the port with 3 very satisfied customers.
And I kept on telling them that yesterday I'd be the first one to catch.
And you were? Is an octopus a fish?
No,
What is it?
it's an octopus.
It's been a great start to what Jerry and Heather hope will be a very busy season of their new business on the Med.
Everyone's meshing in properly now because I see the season's just started. The service that we offer is cheaper than any competition we have in the area. The boat we have is our big stable boat for the Med. A lot of people think the Mediterranean is a flat calm at all times. It's not. It can get rough out there.
The Costa Blanca, the White Coast. A 200-kilometre stretch of rocky shoreline along the crystal blue Mediterranean Sea, enjoying an average of almost 3,000 hours of sunshine a year, almost double that of the UK. And if that wasn't a good enough reason to live here, property is great value for money. A 2-bed bungalow can be snapped up for as little as £35,000. Since the start of the year, Steve Stallion, his fiancée Kelly and mother-in-law Gail have been calling the town of Javier their home.
I love it. I feel like I'm back home. I feel like I'm back where I belong.
With a budget of just €10,000, the Stallion family have renovated and are now running one of the biggest bars in town, Gecko. And their new business is in a dream location.
Like I do sit here now and I think, wow, how lucky are we to live here?
So far, they've built up a steady stream of business. It's now August and they're preparing for another day of service.
How's it going, Stevie? Did they come and take the fridges?
It's turning into a busy day with Steve's Gecko Burger drawing in plenty of punters.
He's a good chef.
He is.
But despite an increase in numbers, they still need even more customers in order to turn a profit.
From a financial point of view, where do you think we're at?
Underground.
We are getting busier, but...
We need to find rent for the house. We need to find rent for the bar. We need to find lights, water, utilities. We don't want to sell the car because we need cars.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's the biggest emotional roller coaster I've ever done ever. It's like one day I can smash out an amazing service, and then the next minute you're just like, boom, rock bottom, and you just think, what's the point?
But Steve and Gail are determined to make the bar pay and have hatched a plan which they hope will finish the season with a bang. In an hour, Gail's other daughter, Mandy, will be flying in. She's worked in catering for 15 years and will be sharing her expertise.
I'm very looking forward to it. I'm really excited about seeing her. I think it's very needed because it'll be a bit of relief.
It's been 6 months since the family last saw Mandy, and she can't wait to see their new venture.
I've always wanted to come to Spain. I'm going to practice all my bad Spanish.
Right now, we are trying to make the bar work, which we will do, and therefore we work together as a family.
Are you looking forward to seeing the bar?
I'm looking forward to seeing the bar and the home.
You're going to love Javier. It's beautiful, much prettier than this.
Mandy will have a day to acclimatise and catch up with the family before she checks out the bar.
Mandy is fun, energetic, fireball, opinionated little firecracker. She is amazing, so she's great.
And she's not afraid of voicing her opinions.
I like this place. It's smaller than I thought, but I like it. It's charming. I like the big windows. I love the pool.
In the morning, Steve will get to hear her take on the Gecko Bar and Grill.
I'm not really like, oh my God, I hope Mans likes it or anything, because at the end of the day, if she doesn't, she doesn't. But if she does love it, that's great. I'm hoping they'll be positive, and obviously she wants to get stuck in and help and stuff.
With more hands on deck, will Gecko finally pay back for all the hard work this family have put in?
Just keep grafting and keep focusing and keep developing the business, and that's all we can do. So I just want to keep making it as valuable a business as possible.
Estona in southern Spain, where Glaswegian former pub landlord Jerry Ferguson and his girlfriend Heather have set up home determined to build a new life in the sun.
The whole idea of coming to Spain was to change our old perspective in life, and this is exactly what it's done. I mean, look at the place, it's fantastic.
But despite their optimism, they've now been hit by some bad news. The boat they've been using has failed its seaworthy test. So the owner has decided to withdraw it from business at what should be their busiest time.
You're going to need to work. Nobody's going to give you for nothing. I mean, there's no social security here. If you don't earn, if you don't work, you don't eat.
But Jerry and Heather are determined to keep their dream alive by finding a replacement boat.
You want to drive over there?
Yeah, and just pull on.
Pull in.
So they're trawling the marinas of the Costa del Sol looking for something suitable and seaworthy. About About a quarter of the vessels here are owned by amateurs who only use them occasionally. Jerry wants to find one of these underused boats that would be suitable for his fishing charters and then split his earnings with its owner.
That's only 18, that's only 20 feet, Helen. Catch a lot. Catch a lot. I've got walking shoes bigger than that.
And it looks like their search has paid off. Jerry thinks he's found a boat that could work for them.
We're actually going down to see Fatam, the motor vessel Fatam. It's the new workplace, the new office.
A retired businessman from Yorkshire thinks he might be happy to let them use his boat for fishing charters. Fatam is almost double the length of Jerry and Heather's previous boat.
This is the only time that you'll find a guy saying, bigger is better.
Yeah, bigger is better this
Bigger
time,
is
yes.
better.
I'm just going to pick you up.
Come on, Eric. An awful lot more equipment on this boat. This is an old boat, but everything in it is state of the art. Your galley station's here, there's fridges here, there's ice makers, you've got a fax machine. This is what's known as a liveaboard. You could live on this boat quite easily. My intention of doing is do like parties, engagement parties. We could actually do honeymoons on it. You know, I'm a ship's captain, but I can marry you. It's an old boat, but there's been a lot of money spent in doing it up. I mean, who wouldn't want to come on a boat like this for a paltry €40 for 2 hours?
Time to take Fatam for a test drive under the watchful eye of owner Gary.
Are we cleared?
This is like being in a Bentley. It's like being in a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. The soundproofing's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
It's important this maiden voyage runs smoothly. The Costa is heaving with potential customers. Jerry and Heather need to get their business back up and running quickly to cash in on the lucrative summer season. Owner Gary is a boat fanatic, but doesn't know much about fishing.
I've been out with the previous owner. I can all we caught were a carrier bag.
Plastic carrier bag. But was it
No.
a Morrison's carrier bag?
No, it was Harrods.
Jerry will have to go all out to prove that Fatam will be in safe hands.
That's the Mediterranean roll. You see the wind's coming towards us, but the waves are actually heading that direction. You'll probably find there's an undercurrent going the exactly opposite direction.
It's full of information, isn't it? I learn every time I speak with him. I learn something.
You learn something. Well, that's
I
how
really
it should
do,
be.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
how it should be.
And it looks like the trip's off to a good start.
Heather's downstairs mastering your radar and your sonar.
We'll go down past Salta Grande, and then we'll go out a little bit, and then back in. Yeah.
Oh, it's solid. The boat feels solid.
But 40 minutes into the journey and already 2 miles away from port, there seems to be a problem. The engine warning alarm has just gone off.
One of the engines, she's just cut out.
We've just lost the power.
Jerry has been on board his new boat for less than an hour and is already stranded in the middle of the Mediterranean.
Fuel starvation somewhere along the lines, we don't know why.
This is a major blow for Jerry and Heather. Are they about to find themselves right back at square one?
It's a challenge. Another challenge.
Just outside Vertillac, Joe and Alice's dream of running their own business in the French countryside is turning into a big success.
We have 4 Dutch bikers.
Their B&B has 1 king, 2 doubles and a twin room, all of which are en suite and beautifully renovated in a traditional shabby chic style. And as well as success with their B&B, their restaurant's weekend services are also a big hit.
We thought we were going to be completely empty, and we were really nervous. And literally 1 day later, we were completely fully booked.
But eager to boost takings, they've come up with a novel idea to bring in customers on the otherwise quiet Monday nights.
We went to the UK and saw a really amazing production of an interpretation of Alice in Wonderland, and one of the most brilliant fun things was a massive tea party. So when we got back here, we thought, let's have a fantastic, lovely tea party in the courtyard because, of course, the view's amazing.
We just thought it'd be really nice to do something a little bit crazy, a little bit mad, and also nothing's open here on a Monday.
So in 2 days' time, Alice and Joe will be hosting their very first Mad Hatter's Tea Party.
Are you thinking fizz in the drink means then?
I'm thinking something like champagne and grapefruit or something like that, just something that's a bit odd.
Odd, yeah.
And they've headed to the local butcher's to pick up the main attraction for their feast.
We're getting the pig for Monday. It's a whole suckling pig.
They're brilliant. They're really good fun. They really tease us when we come to pick the pig up.
Using locally sourced produce is key to their business plan, and it couldn't get much more local than this.
The abattoir's just behind as well, so the meat comes from there to there, and you know it's really fresh. The meat here is really, really good as well.
You can actually still hear it mooing, can't you?
Sometimes. You can actually from the car park out there.
Alice and Joe plan to charge €25 a head for their tea party, but after shelling out €150 on the pig, they need to make sure their sums add up.
So, bookings-wise, how many people have we got booked in now?
18 people. What's 18 times 25?
I have no idea.
What's 20 times 25? At 500? Yeah, even that, it's not great, is it? If the pig's 150...
Yeah.
And then I'll do another 100 on salads, I would have thought.
Yeah.
So the food's 250. We really need 30 people to make this work.
Yeah.
40 people would make some... Because we've got to pay staff and everything on top of that.
When you put anything on, we prep up for everything that we do, so your investment is right out there. So, of course, you have the anxiety that if people don't turn up, then, of course, you lose a lot of money.
But Joe has a plan to drum up more bookings with the help of friend Pete, who'll be performing at the tea party.
Just cutting up some flyers. Pete's going to hand them out. Pete, who's playing the Mad Hatter, is going to hand them out in Vertiac. It's quite busy on Saturdays in Vertiac with the market. He's an ex-drama teacher, and he's a really good performer, and he enjoys it. I'm cutting them out now, so I'll be with you in probably about 10 minutes or something like that.
But after being persuaded to dress up as her namesake,
they're cute.
There's someone who's a little more reluctant about performing on the day.
Yeah, I said I'm not doing anything performance-wise at all, because I'm absolutely rubbish. But Pete's brilliant. But I bet he'll nag me. I've ordered a costume, but it hasn't arrived. Yes, I don't have anything to wear. And I'm supposed to be Alice.
As Joe heads to Vertiac, she's beginning to wonder if they've left themselves short of time to prepare for the party.
We're doing it. It just feels like we're just sort of rushing everything, but I mean, that's kind of how we operate. But we have a pig, we have an Alice, we have a Mad Hatter, and yeah, I think it will evolve as well. It's going to be on for the next 2 months, every Monday.
Hopefully Pete's eccentric garb will attract some attention.
Hi, Pete. You look fantastic.
So, the Mad Hatter arrives, eh?
But at €25 a head, will there be any takers?
Every Monday.
Joe can't hang around to find out. She's got some weird and wonderful recipes to test at home.
It's going to be an eat me, drink me thing, so the point of it is just to, yeah, to be a bit playful. I'm going to try and make a type of cheese scone in a cake pop in a circle. So I'm not sure this dough will work, because it's got cheese in it. It might just all stick to the sides. But we are going to give it a go. These are for children. But I really love it. Just pop that in there, close it. And that's how it works.
5 minutes later, and the scones are ready for a taste test, alongside the drink me offering of green tomato Bloody Mary gazpacho.
Looks gorgeous, yeah. Nice.
That's really nice.
That's amazing.
I like the fact that it tastes tomatoey and it's green. I like that as well because you don't think it's going to be tomatoey.
It looks a bit specimen-y, doesn't it?
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I think that's fun because you never know what she's eating or drinking in the thing, do you?
But there's more work to do before all the party food is ready, and Joe's feeling the pressure.
So I haven't had that much time to think about how I feel about it. And to be honest, we probably would have put it back a week, but we already had a booking. So, in essence, you've got a deadline and you've got to hit it.
With just 2 days left before the event, Joe and Alice have their work cut out if they want to pull off the perfect party. In Javier on the Costa Blanca, the end of the summer season is approaching.
Oh, what a beautiful breeze.
Oh, thank goodness.
And it's a crucial time of the year for the new owner of Gecko Bar, Gail, who needs to maximise income at her fledgling business. Daughter Kelly and her son-in-law Steve are already hands-on at the bar, but now she's drafted in her other daughter, Mandy, to help with the end-of-season push.
I've been in catering a long time, and I've run Michelin star restaurants and coffee shops, and I've done training of staff, but always front of house. I'm excited to see what they've challenged themselves with.
Mandy has only been in Spain 24 hours and hasn't seen Gecko Bar yet. But that's about to change as Gail and her 2 daughters head down to meet Steve at the family business for Mandy's first day at work. But what will experienced caterer Mandy think of Gecko Bar?
Oh, it's so pretty.
I'm interested to see what my sister's going to say, because she does come in like a bit of a storm. She's like, you know, Hurricane Mandy. She comes in and goes, well, this is how you can do things. And well, you know, my mum's just saying to us, and it's just like...
I love your flowers. Oh, it's so lovely. It's so much smaller than I thought. I was expecting a monster. Hello, Stevie. This is so pretty. I love these. Oh, I love this beach effect. Could be the doghouse for when Stevie doesn't perform properly.
And after a quick tour...
And I see what my mom means about the nooks and crannies, which makes it feel smaller and more intimate. You know, because you can be there and that feels like its own space and this.
She already has some suggestions.
I like this area. I think you could have more sofas and stuff. You need to get these down the road. I think you need to varnish it a bit so you can open it, but you could store stuff in here. You need to get a little guest book.
A little guest book?
Yeah, that people can write their email addresses in, comments, so that you can get constructive criticism. You can send out emails when you're having an event. You know, it's a good way to get regulars. And also just to figure out how people feel about your place. Cheers. To the Gecko Bar.
And just a few days later, taking on Mandy's thoughts, the family has come up with a plan to lure the locals and tourists in.
Mum wanted to do a cocktail night of some sort, and Stevie said, why don't we do Friday's cocktail night? So we're hoping it's going to be buzzy. I'm telling everyone about it. I'm willing to walk around in my bikini and hand out flyers.
Gail's son Ryan has also flown in to help, bringing more catering experience.
I work in a delicatessen cafe in Midhurst. I've been there for 6 years.
There's just one problem. Only Steve and Mandy know how to make cocktails, so the others have been summoned to the bar for a quick cocktail-making course.
So when you're shaking, cool.
Very sexy.
You just want to be throwing, what you want to be thinking is throwing the ice from back to front. And as soon, that's it, you're done. As soon as that's gone chill, you're there. Look, like that, look.
I told you I can't.
Well, you can. Look, you see where that's like that?
My hands are not good for these kind of things.
You just tap it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Done.
Right, get your strainer. Yeah?
Oh my God. This is good. This is my favourite cocktail.
In 3 days, Gecko Bar will host its most ambitious event yet. Will this family be able to pull it off?
I like it a lot.
No, it does feel, you know, like we are a family and buzzing around in the place is just really cool. So, and it's better energy, you know, and I love it. I've really enjoyed it. It's important that we all get stuck in. Yeah!
In Estona, Jerry and Heather are hoping to get their fishing charter business back up and running as quickly as possible. After losing their boat when it failed its seaworthy tests, they're on board the Fatam, a boat they're hoping to charter for the summer. But there's engine issues.
We've got problems now.
The starboard engine's not even clicking over. Generator's not working.
Hey, I've never been out in a boat when it's broke down, ever. Never.
The port engine is ticking over. Sounds like it wants to start, but it's like it's not getting any fuel into it.
Jerry, Heather and owner Gary are stranded 2 miles off the coast with both engines dead. And Jerry thinks that's down to too little fuel.
You've got 2 engines in a boat. It's very, very unlikely that both of them would fail on you. That which makes me think there's a fuel starvation problem. And I'll be having words with Gary about that, because that should never happen.
The only thing to do is drop anchor and phone for assistance.
We need, if you can come with Danny, it will be good. We have an engine problem.
This was its first trip in a wee while since there was work done to it. So, teething troubles.
Oh dear. Well, this is fun, isn't it?
It's not exactly the fresh start Jerry and Heather were hoping for, stuck in the middle of the Med.
Jerry has no patience. He wants it fixed and he wants it fixed now. Then he gets agitated, whereas I'm just like, yeah, well, it's not going to help getting bothered about it.
Well, we're just waiting for one of Gary's friends to come and give us a bit of assistance here.
How many people are they actually bringing out? How long does it take you to go and get on your boat? I could have walked for Duquesa to here quicker than that.
They could be out here for hours, but at least they have the essentials to keep them going.
We bought beer, we bought wine.
Plenty of water.
Nah, let's save the water.
But it's not long before cabin fever is kicking in.
Don't panic, Mr. Mannering, don't panic.
Don't panic, don't panic. Well, all hands on deck. I'm deck. Yeah, that's that boat coming towards us. Do you see it? That's my rescue boat there, I believe.
Assistance is here, and the stranded boat is slowly towed back towards the shore. But at least something good has come out of all the drama. Jerry and Heather have impressed owner Gary.
I think what we've seen today, Jerry, is very good. I think you caught very well. I bet you'll think I've planned this, don't you?
Finally, they're on the home straight and are heading back to port. What could possibly go wrong?
Uh-oh. It's gone. The rope has broken.
Abandoned ship.
Jerry reattaches the rope and they start the journey home. With another broken boat and no license to trade, will they ever restart their business before the end of the season? Or will Jerry crack under the pressure?
2 Valium and a glass of white wine, please. We're back safe and sound. What an adventure.
I went for a drink, do you think?
On the Costa Blanca, it's an important day at Gecko Bar. After a difficult season, the family are determined to prove the bar has a place in Javier, so have organised a cocktail night to try to pull in the crowds.
I've been excited all day. I just hope people come in and, you know, I want people to for this night to go well.
Steve, Kelly and Mum Gail have been trying to crack their cash flow problems all season. It's essential this evening is a success. So Kelly's sister Mandy and brother Ryan are pitching in to help out.
This is like, it's our night to try and shine, and I don't know how many people come. I hope many, many, many.
Tonight, Gail's babysitting for granddaughter Millie, but she's concerned at how Mandy has been promoting the cocktail night.
When we were on the beach today, Mandy was walking around saying, "Have you been to the Gecko Bar and Grill? It's just up the way here." As she walked around topless anyway. I'm getting embarrassed. But she was like just advertising the place.
I only thought about it afterwards. Okay, you're talking to husbands and wives, so maybe, you know, like covering up would have been better.
Whatever the marketing methods, it seems to have worked. It's only the start of the evening and already people are flocking to the bar.
It's pina colada.
It's banana daiquiri.
Oh, banana daiquiri, yummy.
Orders for mojitos, margaritas and martinis are pouring in, and they seem to be going down well.
It's amazing, like one of the best cocktails I've had on holiday.
Great, it's nice and relaxed. Oh, no, there's no doubt about it, I'll come back, yes.
As the night draws to a close, it's clear the cocktail evening has been a great success.
Fabulous. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Had loads of lovely cocktails. I'm just having a special one that Steve's bought for me. I don't really know what is in it, but it's lovely.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
With the help of Kelly's siblings, Steve and Kelly have made enough money in one night to pay for a month's rent on their house. And most importantly, have shown that the bar does have a place in Javier. But in 24 hours, Mandy and Ryan will return home. Steve, Kelly and Gail will have to keep the momentum going on their own.
I wish we could be here more for them, but unfortunately my brother and I have a lot of commitments elsewhere for now. I would love to spend more time here with them, though, now in the beginning when they need us.
Tonight has shown the Stallion family that their bar could have a very bright future. But the family will need to work hard if they're to keep their dream alive.
What will be, will be. We're doing the best we can.
There's so many peaks and troughs, and it's one hell of a huge emotional roller coaster.
Yes.
Like, as it has been from the start, and it will continue to.
We can't fail, because also I look at that bar and too much has gone into it.
We are family, and family do not let each other down. I love that bar.
I love you.
I love you.
Next time, on the Costa del Sol, Jerry has to learn the ropes.
Roger, pull it in, pull the rope in. A little bit short-tempered. He started to swear at his crew.
Can he make the grade?
Not doing very well, are we?
No, we are not.
The Vineyard opening a pop-up restaurant.
I'm trying to get this knife in, and I'm trying not to slip, because it goes straight through my hand.
There are some first-night nerves.
They are trusting me quite a lot. Obviously, it's their reputation on the line. We really want to impress them.
And it's the day of the Mad Hatter's Tea Party in France.
We found out who stole the torch!
But will Alice in Wonderland actually turn up?
I didn't realise it was going to be so bonkers.